Namaskaram. Uh, Today, I think we'll do the Nakshatra series, the next one. The last one was the Sun's Nakshatra. Now, Tarshada, now it is going to be Shravana. Okay, so the next Nakshatra that I'm going to do today. So, Shravana means here. Okay, here. So, waterfalls sound. Shravana is what? Moon is water, right? So, think about that. You have to be hearing is what it is. So Shravana has got quite an important role in astrology as per se. There are number of stories that are attached to Shravana Nakshatra also. Okay, so let's deep dive into that and see what it and I said that it means hearing. Okay, so as I said, it means hearing. So Shravana Nakshatra is also known as Shravana, okay, Tiruvonam in Tamil. Okay, and it's the 27th nakshatra out of the 27. So 22nd nakshatra out of the 27 numbers that are there. I've done up to 22nd, that means this is the 22nd nakshatra. And I hope to finish off the rest of the nakshatras quite soon. So symbol of nakshatra is ear. Okay, that means you need to listen a lot. Nakshatra people will listen a lot. They have to listen a lot. Okay. Now, if you look at from the Kalapurusha, this is the 10th house. 10th house indicates karma, and the owner of it is Saturn. Okay, and that means if you are Saturn means what? It more indicates like a labor or working under somebody. So when you are working under somebody, you have to have good ears because you have to listen to the authorities who are there. Okay, so if you don't listen, then you will be accordingly treated by the authorities. So hearing is very, very important. Okay, so if if the boss comes and says do this, you got to do it. Okay, so the main ruling deity for this is Vishnu. Okay, the preserver of it. And when you for the women's, it is Parvati. Okay, the Shiva's wife. So the moon is the lord of this particular nakshatra, and it falls into the Capricorn. Capricorn zodiac it falls, and it occupies the full. All the four padas fall into the Capricorn or Makara Rashi. Makar means crocodile, and it's a watery sign. So remember that. So it's dangerous in its own way when you enter its territory. Color is light blue. Gana is like the character of that is more of Deva type. Okay, the animal given to that is female monkey. Now, when they have given a animal like female monkey, now you will have to keep in mind all the things that the female monkey does. Okay, so those things can be imbibed into this. Okay, they will be what does the female monkey do? It clutches to the child clutches to it. Okay, it's and they are very opportunistic. They feed their kids, no things like that. All they will do. So you have to between a male and a female monkey. There is a difference, and that differences you might have to keep an eye on that. Okay, then so that it is easy for you. So those are the sounds. Okay, so generally what happens is when we look at charts, no, so when we want to name somebody, we use these sounds, and about 80% of the time it will match. Jo, ji, jo, sha. Okay, so this on the sounds is what the people names will be there. There are other in Nadi. There is another concept that also will match. Here also this also will match. Okay, because this is how you officially name the kids first name. Okay, so this is also will normal man. In Nadi there is another way. In some time I will take it. That in that also it will match. Okay, beautiful it will match. Yeah, but you have to also understand what is that uh, planet, where is that Rashi is there, which planet is there, how it is there. Based on that, the name has to be generated, okay, in Nadi. So it is something like you have in a combination, okay, when you have, so you have Swati, right? Swati Nakshatra, for example. So the name could be coming with Swati itself. So when you ask, no, surprisingly it will be the same. Okay, so then or the goddess, this thing. So Swati is not given to a male, so you have to find out the male name that matches with that animal or something like that, and then it will match. Okay, so that's Nadi's way of doing it. We will do it sometime. So as of now, we'll do the Nakshatras. So Vishnu is the one who holds this. Okay, and his moon is also what I call, also the wife. Okay, this 27 nakshatras, the wife, they are all wives of moon. Okay, so, but here also the lordship is given to moon for this. Okay, so this Shravana is married to moon, but the owner is also moon for this. So they have very keen listening capability. That is what this sign indicates. Okay, so now when you look at the other portion of, okay, uh, what does what do you call, what does Vishnu do? He sustains us, right? Sustain. If you take three parts in a day, okay, the first part is given to Brahma, the morning part. The second part, which is given to Shiva, which is a destroying part, we destroy our own body. The third part is given for preservation, which is Vishnu. So where we sleep and we recover our body. Okay. So similarly, this nakshatra is known for the recovering, okay, preserving things that are given to them. They are very hardworking and knowledge-wise also they are good. And these are like when you talk about hardworking, where does that hardworking comes from? It does not come from Saturn. Remember that it comes from Mars. Mars gets exalted in this house. So that Martian character is what gives them the muscle energy to do perform a certain thing. Okay, they might have knowledge and all those things. The muscle energy is comes from this Martian planet that is there. Okay, so they give so this is how labors or hardworking people work. Shani indicates hardworking people. Where does that energy come from? Mars gives them the energy. Okay, so that's how you have to see. Because if you say Sunny gives hardworking people, Aquarius is also Saturn. Okay, does that mean they work hard? They don't. They don't have. They cannot work hard as a Makara Rashi or a Capricorn work, because Mars gets exalted here. Okay, and if you notice the planetary, all the other nakshatras also in this Rasi, Sun nakshatra is there, Uttarshada. Then you have the Shravana. Then you have again you have Dhanishta, which is Mars. So this is very strong people who have a lot of energy to work. Okay, that is how you have to take it. So they are first thing is they are knowledgeable. They have a habit of listening, very compassionate. Okay, so if you go to some hardworking people and you ask food, they don't mind sharing their food. So that's how compassionate they are. Okay, so and because moon is also there, right? So moon also will create that compassion into the person. Okay, the bit creativity is also seen in this particular thing, and they have a very they cannot do anything which is not logical. Okay, and they have to do it in a. That is why laborers do that, right? Laborers, if you feed them with the logic saying that this is what you have to work, they'll repeatedly work the same thing. They don't have to think too much. Okay, so once it is there, they will do it, and they will do whatever job there. They will do it very cleanly. They will do. Okay. So for when you pray, you have to pray to Vishnu, and for male, for females, it is Parvati. So there is one story here. Okay, Shravana is the name of a boy who was very devoted to their parents. Okay, There is also a karma part of it in the story, which will be interesting. So this boy was named as Shravana. Okay, so what he had was he had lot of devotions to her. In fact, he used to have a pole. Both the parents were blind, so he used to carry them on a what you call on a some kind of a bucket kind of a thing in which he made them sit, and he used to take them to all the places. Okay, and he was killed by one of the kings. Well, I'll come to that story later. Okay, so that got importance. So devotion is what is shown here. Okay, Vishnu's three step. This is that Vamana Avatara where Vishnu takes up the full. He takes up the whole thing so that he can squash the demon king. Okay, Mahabali. So he does that. So, and a lot of people say Savana is also the birthplace of Saraswati. That is why these people are very knowledgeable. So they can listen. See, these days we write and do that. In previous this thing, all what happens is they used to listen. Okay, listen to the lectures given by the sages and others, and then that's how they used to capture it. And the wisdom used to come from that. Okay, so that's how the nakshatra was there. So Shravana Nakshatra is also very closely attached with Harishchandra, okay, which is very committed to the truth and dharma. Okay. So in Lord Krishna also refers Shravana Nakshatra in Bhagavad Gita, highlighting the importance of the Shravana Nakshatra. Lord Sri Venkateshwara of Tirupati and Lord Uppiliyappan near Kumbakonam, who married to this Markandeya Rishi's daughter, Bhuvalli. So here also there is one story attached to that. Okay, if you are interested, you can see. I can't read all the stories, but this story is also associated. Why I am telling you these stories, I'm saying it also because you can take these stories and understand the importance of what does this nakshatra says. Okay, so when you come to Vamana Avatara, King Mahabali was one person who was a Asura king, and he was doing so much donating. He was giving anything that people were asking. This became a problem to the Devas. Okay, so and he had that a bit of that ego that I'm going to I'm the best. Okay, so he was donating everything in Vamana Avatara. So in Mahabali was doing that, and this also became a problem to the Devas because he was becoming stronger and stronger by doing good things. So there was a request from Indra as usual. Okay, he is one scared character that is there, and it approaches Vishnu and says, "This is what is happening. I don't want to lose my place. Please do something else." Then, okay, Krishna says, okay, I will do that. Okay, it is more towards controlling the pride in you. Mahabali had a bit of pride, so to control that is what this story is. So when he is doing that, and Vamana goes there as a very small, short Brahmin, and Mahabali says, "That sage, you tell me, Brahmin, tell me what is that you want. I'll give you anything you want." So he says, Vishnu says, I want 3 foot of anything that is my size. So he easily agrees because it's a small, short Brahmin, the leg will be small, feet will be very small. So he says, okay, ask. So he says, okay, yeah. So he grows into such a big hand and says, first 4 feet he covers the entire earth. He just wanted three. Second wish, he covers the entire sky. So he says, where should I keep the third leg? And he says, I have given my word, so keep it on my head. So he keeps him and pushes him down the earth. So that's the end of Mahabali story. Okay. So this is to also indicate that you can do a lot of good things and other thing. If a pride is associated with it, and that will destroy you. Okay, so that's the story here. So talk about it can be so it is like you have to do that. Okay, so when there is the problem that is there, God will also come and control that. So you might have all the good characters in this nakshatra, but you need to control your senses. You can be proud about what you are doing. Okay. Then this Shravana devoted son is the story of a boy called Shravana who has got mother and father who both are blind, and he puts them in a basket and with a pole attached, and he carries them wherever he goes for any pilgrimage, everywhere he goes. So at one point time there is a correlation. They both like Shravana is there in the jungle and King Dasra is also there in the jungle on a hunting trip. Think Dasaratha had a very good, keen, what do you call art, okay, very excellent art that by listening to the sound, he can shoot an arrow and he can hit the target. So at that particular point, Shravana's father and mother were thirsty, so they asked, son, why don't you get us some water? So Shravana went to get the water, and Dasaratha was there, sitting there, and he heard the water noise, and he thought it was an elephant. And without even seeing, he shot the where the sound was coming, and it hit the boy. And then King Dasara went there to see, and then he realized his mistake, and he said, "I'm extremely sorry, I didn't meet." And the boy said, "I'm okay. It's okay, but give the water to my parents. They are thirsty." So Dasara goes to their parents and says, "I'm so sorry. I had this is what happened, and your son is no more." And but the grief was so much for the parents, and they said, "May you also experience the loss of your son." Okay, so this is one curse that they give, and so Dasarada says, "What can I do?" Well, like say he was very sorry for what has happened. Okay, there are two essence in this. One is blindly don't do things, even though you know that it is going to be correct out of habits, because blindly he shot the arrow without knowing what it is. One thing. Second thing is the karma thing can continue through your family. So that is what Dasratha happens. Dasratha, when he has got, Rama leaves him and goes, right? And he is given the pain of it. So the curse came true for him, right? So there are many such stories where the curse will come true or the karma will follow your lives. Okay. So even though, see, if you look at it, it is not it is a mistake with Dasratha, unknown, not wantedly, unknowingly. Even though Shravana, he himself said, "Okay, I pardon you," but the parents were so that and then. So somewhere the connection you got to pay for what mistake you have done. Okay, so this is one. So this is devotion is what it shows, but that is because of devotion, these people can also get curse from others. Okay. So Prasanna Venkatesha Perumal. Okay, this is in Kaveri Pakam, Velu. Okay, this is one of the temples where you can go and get problems relieved. Okay, if you have some negative things. So these are very famous for people who listen and do the job. Okay, lawyers, ENT surgeons, businessmen, students. The students have to listen, right? So these students who have got difficulty in concentrating and listening in the classes, and ENT professions who have problems in their job, and they can go and offer their blessings. They can go and offer their what you call prayers here in this particular temple. Basically, what you have to do is there is actually, it is originally a Shiva temple, okay, Dushakesava Ishvara temple, and it got converted because this Pundarika Rishi, okay, that's how you pronounce it. Pundarika Rishi, he had done one Ashwamedha Yaga and he was on his way back. So he wanted he wanted to see Vishnu. So somebody said, go inside, Vishnu is there. So he does not, when he went inside the temple doing that Ashwamedha, then he goes and says, he says, it's a Shiva temple. And he said, this is Shiva temple. He says, no, go inside, Vishnu is there. And going inside, he finds a Vishnu standing there, just in the place of Shiva. So he falls and said, it's an indication that both the gods are same. Then he prays there. So today there is one Venkateshwara temple there. Vishnu God is there. People go here for praying that. Okay, praying for getting relief from this. So when you go and pray, you are supposed to lit ghee lamps. Okay, so you have to lit ghee lamp there. Probably 10 ghee lamps is what you need. You have to take good ghee lamps. Okay, not one of those dalda lamps that they sell near the temples. You have to take that ghee lamp, go there, lit it there, and it should burn for at least an hour. Okay, it should that ghee lamp. It should have 10 lamps should be there. And you should pray very well there in the temple. And you should, most important is you have to spend some time under the temple tree. There is a Tala Vriksham in the temple. So you have to go and spend some time there under that, or maybe half an hour, 1 hour, to whichever is possible there. You have to spend. And then you have to feed at least 10 people with water and food. Okay, so you can, elderly people, you can support them. Okay, so this all if you do, that you can do this and you should get relief from your problems. Okay, that is what Shravana Nakshatra is one of the temple remedies that are there. Okay, this is prescribed. Okay. So other remedies are there. So you can even go to Ayyappa Yatra, right? People go, right? So Sabarimala. So they go there. So you can do that. Okay, so you should be morning after taking bath, you should pray to Vishnu. Okay, Vishnu Sahasranamam, if you are able to recite or listen to, at least if you are not able to recite, that removes a lot of negative of this particular nakshatras. So praying to Mother Goddess, okay, that is Parvati. Okay, so when the times are very difficult, you should be able to cross over there. And whenever possible, you should do Jaldeep. Jaldeep is nothing but glass or a tumbler, whatever it is. You pour water, on top of it you pour oil and then lit it. Okay, so that is Jaldeep. So you can do that. You would have seen in some places, in the shops or something, they'll have a glass tumbler or something like that. Bottom they'll pour water, on top of it oil will be poured, and on the oil the wick will be there, which will be burning. That you can do whenever it's called Jaladeep. Okay, and you should feed milk to at least to 2 children if possible, whenever it is. Okay, if you can do it now. So people tree you should be able to oil lamp, you can do it. At daytime you should go, and not in the night time, you should go in the daytime and lit the other. So donating wheat grains, jaggery to poor also helps. Honey and green vegetable donating is also helps. This is because this particular house also has got sun's influence. Okay. So that is why you get this wheat and jaggery to be given. Okay. So that's the remedy for this particular nakshatra. Okay. So when we come to the characteristics, the first pada. Okay. So first pada will fall on Aries. Okay, so D9. So it is ruled by Mars. So they'll be aggressive. First pada aggressive, very assertive, very ambitious. Okay, highly structured, disciplined, organized. Okay, then they're ready to serve others. That's how they are. Okay, but one of the negative things is like they might have tumor as one of things that normally seen in this particular nakshatra. They have very lesser amount of children. Okay, very highly quarrelsome. Okay, they keep on they give an opportunity, they start quarreling. Okay, they are also known for fits. They get fits. They get interested in other women and other things. So they do good job. Okay, and they're always hungry because that much they spend, and they're always angry, and some lot of bad intentions might be there in them in the first pada. Okay, when come to the second pada, it is ruled by Venus. So here's where the creativity comes. They have this voice, nice voice they will have, naturally a good speaker. Okay, nice sweet voice they will have, and they will be good in voicing their thing in a very creative way. Okay, instead of telling upfront on the face, they will have a very creative way of telling. Okay, what they want. Okay, so very diplomatic people this will be. Okay, and good in making money because Venus is money, right? So they'll be making. So they like enjoying their life is one of their thing. Venus, so they have a very sexual appeal for them for everything. They generally have workers working under them. Okay, they live a good life, long life. So they are intelligent, soft spoken. Okay, good qualities are there. Happy, handsome. So there are not much of negative in this. Okay, so they are more of enjoying type. But the problem is they might flirt. So that we might have to take a control. So going next to the third pada. So this is Mercury. So communication, and they're like quickies. They'll be jumping, doing very active kind of thing. And the moment they get to say something, they'll pick up that information. Okay, and the very communication is very good for this particular nakshatras pada, third pada. They hear and they enjoy writing. Writing is very good in them. They also speak very well. Okay, but the fighting, that quarrelsome is there in this thing, and good at drawing pictures, hand drawing pictures. So a lot of relatives will be there along with them. So as many children's, a bit of religious thing also is seen in them. When it comes to the fourth pada, in the fourth pada, when you look at it, so these people are nourishing others because it is Shravana. This is moon. The fourth pada Lord is also moon. So what happens is they nourish. Okay, they care about others. They bring up their children. Their involvement in public affairs is very high, helping others. Okay, they are expert in transacting animals. Okay, they are brave. Okay, they enjoy. The people respect. Kings also respect. They have control over their senses, and a lot of relatives also respect them. So that's how this particular nakshatra is. And when you talk about Shravana, it's a moon, so they will be moody. Okay, they will be moody. When it comes to job and other things, all in the Shravana Nakshatra, they are good in. They will become good. Kindergarten teachers also will come out they are interested in teaching, no, their knowledge kindergarten. So they will take care of the kids and they will be able to. Especially fourth pada is very good for that. So they will do that. Very obediently they will come to the school and they teach the kids the good habits and things. All they can do very well. So you can look at all this four padas for that. Okay. So Shravana Nakshatra overall is a very nice nakshatra. Vishnu is the owner of that nakshatra. House is Capricorn is owned by Saturn, so you have to combine Saturn, Vishnu, the stories that I told you about Shravana story, the what do you call Bahubali's Mahabali's story. Then all this put together is what you have to see. Okay, all this thing you put together and see, and then you have to read the chart. Then you should be able to sense your own nakshatra also in falling into this particular characters. Okay, so monkey is the animal. So there are two female monkey. Okay, So you have to, if you notice what all female monkey does, those characters also you have to imbibe into this nakshatra. So if you are a Shravana Nakshatra, you will see like the female monkey's characteristics also will be there in this particular nakshatra. Okay, so that's it for now. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Namaskaram.